This video may contain sensitive subject matter or graphic imagery that some viewers may find upsetting or disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello Internet, it is me, the E-Man, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So last episode, lots of emotion, talked to Sayori. We're going to try to help her feel as comfortable as we can as a non-trained psychiatrist. Had a nice day with Yuri, a little bit weird, but it was kind of nice, kind of cute. And yeah, so today is the day of the festival, and we've just arrived at school with everything we need. Sayori's nowhere to be found, but that's okay, I hope. And Manika is the first one to greet us. I now have very little trust for her. The fourth wall breaking abilities freak me out, and I'm pretty sure she told Sayori she was worthless and deserved to die. This is just speculation, though. Anyway, Joshua, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Manika is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that... They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we are performing. I think it should be that have all the poems we're performing, right? They must be the ones that... Oh, man, that always happens right after starting. I wish that could happen before I started recording. Excuse me. They must be the ones she prepared that... have all... Okay, whatever. Anyway, whatever. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Manika would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. Dude. Whatever. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. Dude, come on, you just found... God, you heartless, man. I say that, but I suddenly remember that Sayori told me yesterday. I'm like, oh no. And I suddenly feel awful. That's good, you deserve to. Knowing it's not nearly as simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Joshua. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Manika, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? Or is she just a god wizard? An all-knowing deity. About how I basically turned down her Oh, if that's how you're going to put it, I feel so awful now. That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? No, you're not, dude. Stop saying that. You don't know what's best for her. You didn't even know she had depression, and you'd been friends with her for over a decade, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... No, don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Manika is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. The fact that there's no music when there's Manika, that freaks me out. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. It's all about the letterhead. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? And I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. What? Percent sign. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head! Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Alright, well, I screwed up somewhere. Okay. What is this? Reading the poem, I got a pit in my stomach. Joshua? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. Also, it's just the words "get out of my head." But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. What? Calls that out after me. Oh, I guess because running? I am feeling really nervous about this. There is no music. I don't like this. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. I'm going to be honest. Playing SCP, I have more dread. I have more dread in me right now than I have dread when playing SCP and I know that the guy is behind me. That's how much dread I have right now. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even a simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they've always been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Walking up to her, waking her up in her own house, isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on the door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. Oh no. Oh no. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh, frick!
What am I gonna watch a snuff film? What is this?
It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know. I like you so much that I want to die. I wonder if Monika told her to kill herself. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Okay. Okay. Yeah. An exception has occurred. File, game script, CH5, RP, line 3, C. Trace back for details. Oh, yeah, okay, it acknowledges we're in a game. That's great. Ellipses of what the balls? What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be here for her. I told her I know what's best. That was a bad choice of phrase. I don't like that. That made me uncomfortable the whole time. And that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? Dude, she did it because she has chronic depression. It is beyond your control, dude. What did I do wrong? Nothing. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. There's... Whatever. Turning down her confession. That has to have been what put... No, it... Oh, God. This... Yeah. This is some serious 13 Reasons Why crap right here. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I knew she wanted out of our relationship. That's not... You... Just because you don't do that does not... Then I could have prevented this. No, oh, this is driving me insane. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Oh, you cheeky little... I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. So what, if you just go down anyone else's path, you get this? Is she the only good path? Fair enough. Never. 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 Oh, it finally ended. End! That's the end of the game, everybody! There you go! There you go! Whoa! Okay, that's different. What? What? Oh, she's all, like, glitched out. She's all glitched out and has been replaced with... She's been replaced with Monika. That's weird. Wasn't expecting that. Alright, I guess it's not over, everyone. What is this? I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms. The girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you just never see yourself. Okay, I've said all this again. Doesn't let me skip, though. Like, I haven't played this. But if she's gonna chase me like that, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh, out in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh! Okay. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. What? But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time watching anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. School day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Joshua? Okay. Monika? Does Sayori just not exist in this universe? I guess the game's not over, guys. I guess there's gonna be some more episodes of this, because I don't know what's going on. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. You know, there's the classic 45-degree angle. It's not actually a 45-degree angle. I keep calling it that. It's actually more like a 90-degree angle, if anything, but whatever. Too late now. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monika smiles swiftly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. I don't really want her to be in my league, to be honest. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and policy and how to prepare for events. Yeah, I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Well, actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Alright. This is where the psychological horror picks up. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. Yeah, Sayori doesn't exist. She's been erased from history, guys. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. It is, to be fair. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Joshua. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? How did you know that? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? Yeah, I wouldn't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit the club, it would make really happy. It would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Other than the fact that she's a freaking space wizard who's killing my friends! But besides that, no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monika? Oh, with a gun, very easily. Stay away from me. The power of Christ compels you. Be gone, foul demon. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Joshua. You know that? It's nothing really. Why are you talking to me again? Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Okay. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. Okay, so here's the thing. Obviously, you have to play the game. It doesn't just end. It's not that there's multiple paths. It's that you just play the game all the way through. So, I am going to play the game all the way through. I don't care. This could take 18 episodes. I don't really care. I am enjoying this, and I'm going to play it anyway, so may as well record. If people watch it, that's great. This is not the end of the episode, I don't think. No, this shouldn't be the end of the episode. Anyway, so it's the same story, I guess, but there are major differences, because there's only 4 characters, and one of them's dead now. So, no cupcakes this time, I guess. That's unfortunate. I had the cupcakes. That's why I came. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monika, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Girl, woo-woo! Okay, girl 1. Eh? A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere! Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Joshua. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! So let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. I've already been through all this. I can't skip even if I wanted to, though. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Oh, Yuri's the vice president now. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Joshua in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? That's not exactly what happened. You kind of forced it down my throat, but whatever. Wait, Monika? Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? Yeah, so she can make cupcakes. I was going to... Well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. Well, in that case, I should at least make some tea, right? I'm glad to see that Yuri still makes that tea. You know how I love that tea. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Joshua? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. Oh! So in the first one, when it talked about how there was a seat open next to Sayori and a seat open next to Monika, and I sat next to Okay. Interesting. There was all. I'm sure I'll run into a bunch of things that like were open, but I couldn't take, and now I am. Okay, this is really cool. This is really, really cool. I like this. I like this a lot. How long is this? Nope, I think there's still a bit of time. Okay, so I know you don't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Oh. How many of them died before the start of the game? How many people were erased from existence? Actually, I guess probably not that many. Probably not anyone. Yeah. Considering the way I was introduced through yeah, probably not anyone. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. All these words have different contexts now. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to do something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab their attention like literature. You have to work hard to captivate people, or to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. I'm reading it more quickly now. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Minika must have worked really hard to just find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh, don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Click the wrong thing. Yeah, well, I guess. Don't let yourself get too intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Oh, I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Joshua, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not that much of a reacher, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Oh, well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. That's the same way I read it the first time, I think. She seemed so relieved and timid she seemed so reserved and timid the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Well, you're in one of those, so good for you. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate, take advantage of your own lack of imagination, and completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, I read a horror book once. I did that once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to on the minimal level. At this rate is blah blah blah, having a conversation with a rock. I'm the rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Well, I get it. You're hitting me over the head with it. I just watched my best friend die. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, is that so? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Well, you left a piece of scrap paper behind the club last meeting. This is how everything gets started. It looks like you were writing a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Yeah, I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Mitsuki averts her eyes. Oh, you wouldn't like... Oh, you wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand when and how Nusiki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The trust... Oh, God. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Ellipses of panic. Oh, this is all exactly the same, just without Sayori. I guess it's the same for you. Oh, no. I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. This is where I finished the first episode. How about this? Yeah? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Minika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we shall share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Okay, this stuff's all different. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member... Oh man, my voice. Oh boy, okay. It seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Joshua? Yeah, hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth and what's on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Oh no! Minika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decisions. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... Oh, I'm sorry, I thought... Harumph! Yeah. The girls exchange glances before Minika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Joshua. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. Oh. Oh, okay. Interesting. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. Well, you done goofed when you killed one of your members. And if we don't find one more before the festival... Ellipses of understanding. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? There's still boobs. There are still boobs. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if it's writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right! Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Joshua? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all... Oh, okay. This was like my favorite line. Let's see if I still have enough voice to do this. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed! Oh, it was worth it. Oh, man. Whew, that was like my favorite part of episode 2. Super pissed! Whew. Joshua, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Yeah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that's it. We can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, and we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Joshua, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star, Monika, with my mediocre writing skills? Oh no! I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. And so she really did get Sayori out of the way. She really did. If her ultimate goal is to romance me for God only knows why, I'm not that desirable. She did. She got Sayori out of the way. But does that mean by having interest in the other girls, I'd be putting them in the line of fire? Oh, whatever. We'll find out. Anyway, with that, I depart the classroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day of school of literature club? Top 10 questions science still can't answer! Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. No, it won't, you naive young boy. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Hoo boy. You have unlocked a special poem. Ooh, alright, this is a good way to end the episode. Yeah, I'd like to read it. Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. What? What? I love you. Oh, that was nice. Is that it? That was it. Okay. That was weird. Oh no! Now I only have 2 stickers. Alright, well, that's it. That's the end of this episode. So, holy crap, Sayori is dead. Sayori straight up took a bullet. She's dead. She's gone. And we're in an alternate timeline where she never even existed. So that's great. So definitely, I think the good ending in the entire game must be just going after Sayori right away. That must be the good ending. I don't think you can get a good ending with the other 2. Oh well. I'm still gonna try for Yuri because I don't care anymore. So yeah, well, this was fun. I hope you're enjoying this. I will play all the way through because I know it's basically alternate endings, but it does play as a continuous timeline. So I'll just play all the way through, and we'll see how long that takes. But I am having fun, and as I said earlier, I would play this anyway, so why not make a series out of it? Okay, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. I've been recording for 4 hours, and my voice feels worse than the times when I've been sick. So I think that might be enough for today. Goodbye! Oh my... What? Oh no! It erased all my save files! No, I wasn't planning on recording after saying goodbye, but it erased my save files! You literally can't go back! Oh my god. That's it, wow. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, you can click one of the links currently up on the screen, and if you want to see my newest content as soon as it's released, you can always subscribe to my channel. As always, I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again on the next episode real soon. Goodbye.